I don't want to do a long talk, but what do you feel? What did you feel in this 10 minutes now?
I felt like a very successful self-hypnosis.
Self-hypnosis.
My arms were very heavy. My body, not feeling my body, I mean the substance of my body. And it was very much like, sometime I had those CDs from the Monroe Institute.
Monroe Institute is about hypnosis, yes, very good.
And I had the same experience of having a clear mind and a very relaxed, almost non-existent body. It was very much like that experience.
So, this is a very good description about hypnosis. See, this is the same principle. What is done in a hypnotic state? With the help of a person, you basically come back to yourself. And you disconnect from all the different influences from the world, and you're only connected to yourself. And then many new phenomena are possible. For example, you become a medium to the informational realm. This is what John of God is doing. He's all the time when he's treating people, he's in this position of a trance state. You look at him, nobody there. It's like, it looks like there's nobody there. And this is what Jani is experiencing in her way now. Everybody experiences a little bit different, but it's always the same concept.
May I say that when you turned it off,
yes.
I had a book.
This is interesting. There's all different things we don't know yet, but this is everything that can happen here. The maximum is 40 volts. Nothing can happen here. Physically very strong, but
Well, it was not I didn't feel bad, but I just did.
Yeah, but it's the main thing is that it gives a new sense of self. But maybe you can. So hypnosis is another, just the same principle, but now with this one concept we understand all this, why hypnosis can be so healing, because it brings you back with your connection with your own self, and more so it brings you in connection with a much larger world. You become psychic. It's just like this. And this is what John of God does all the time about those people when they want to become psychic. You have to be in this state of disconnection from the world. And when they use, for example, these globes or crystals, where they look into the crystals, it's the same principle. It's not that they see the future in the crystal, but this is all like so much confusing your brain that you disconnect. Like Nostradamus, he always did at night when there was full moon, he had a bowl of water in front of him, and he would look at the moon through the reflection on the water. But it's the same principle. You become so blurry that you disconnect. And what is left is your connection with yourself. It's all the same principle. So this has been used for healing yourself, for making yourself psychic. And people who don't know about this, who know they are totally lacking a sense of themselves. What are they doing? For example, and this is also something you have never heard before, but which explains hundreds of different diseases that have not been understood until now. What is very common today, which is more and more common, that shows people are having no connection to themselves, that they really want more connection to themselves. What is a form of disease that is more and more common now? No, this can be anything, but something which I tell you, yes? Anybody has an idea? Did you stop, huh? What? Down, down. Okay. We'll turn it down. So now it's only 3 volts. 3 volt, mention 3 volt. And if it's too much, for Rodiani had 1 volt. Imagine 1 volt. No other way you can feel 1 volt. It's impossible. 1 volt, you have a battery of 9 volts, you don't feel anything. Of course. See, because it's not your frequency. But here she says, now I had it on 6.
Not again, but it's...
Okay, you don't have to say something. I turn it even more down. I turn it to 1 volt now. All the way down to 1 volt. Keep your eyes closed. Just focus on yourself. Focus on your heart. Feel your breathe. And you will be able to do this. So now, it's of course a little disturbing here, talking here and sitting. Usually people can sit in a room and then it's much more calm, but it doesn't need to be, because this is giving you a sense I can be on my own, even in a group of 30, 40 people. This is a very good place to do it. So, this is what the Taoist masters said. Meditation is not to go in a cave, not to go in the forest. It's to do it in the marketplace. This is what she's doing now, in the marketplace. That's the amazing thing. You can do it, and you see it's not the environment, it's myself. So, for her, even 1 volt is okay, and for Rodiani was 1 volt. And so, my question was, what the seers shows that so many people today are not feeling themselves anymore. And they do something which makes no sense to anybody, but when I tell you now this, you will all understand why they do it.
Autism?
No. This another is of course connected, but something is more obvious. That what are people doing that's very strange, and has no other explanation. This is people who mutilate themselves, like with glass, for example. Children doing this on their arms, for example. They give themselves pain in many forms. Or basically it's creating your own pain. Bulimia. Yeah? And all these forms of creating some pain, that's all, I mean, many people, almost everybody creates their own pain, but this is a very obvious form which makes no sense. Why do they hurt themselves? And you know, now you know why. Because on the deepest level, they know I have to feel myself to survive, to be alive, to be healthy. And that's the only way they know how to do this. And for those people, I know this will be the cure, and without pain. Sorry. So I think that's good for now. Turn this down and switch it off. So, anything you want to say, anything now, you want to be quiet is fine too, but anything that you felt, anything.
You too, blink.
Blink. Okay. Sparkling, yes. See, but this, I will show you tomorrow, with the other mode, with the allopathic mode, you can see light, you can have the enlightening experience that they talk about in all the spiritual books. You have light, you see light. So, that's just a side effect. Yeah, we know this is only a side effect. Who wants to see light if there's so much light? You see, but the spiritual text, they talk about this. You know, you can do this here, but it's a side effect. But you don't afterwards press the person and say, but what else? You see, because it's good. They have to see how she came here like this. I want. Yes. Now you saw some light. See, and this is the real thing. You see, that's the real thing. So, thank you.